What's good, people? It's your boy, Icarus Gray. And this is Gray Area Anime. And we're back with another one. Back with another one. Yeah, I'm just going. Prima Diva is not here at the moment, so she's not going to corral me in or make me stop doing extra sounds that may or may not be needed. But today I get a special guest in the building. One of my best friends, one of my brother. How do you want to be called, sir? What would you like to be introduced as?
What the rest of the world knows me as, Green.
Facts. Good facts. My guy, Green.
What's up, world? What's up?
Hey, listen.
I got all kinds of sounds. I'm just keep talking. But anyway, and what we're gonna do today is, like, I wanted to talk about growing up with anime because a lot of people don't think they grew up with anime. Like Dragon Ball Z is an anime. It's just an 80s anime. 80s, early 90s. Now into the 2000s with Dragon Ball Super, but still, it's anime. And we tell y'all a story. So we were Dragon Ball Z fanatics. We would run home to watch these episodes that were gonna take 5 episodes for Goku to power up and all this. And we used to at recess or lunch in middle school play or role play Dragon Ball Z. Now I'm gonna tell y'all I was pretty into it, but not as into it as my guy Green. He was so into it that he indeed went Super Saiyan, bleached his hair and everything. He was only Super Saiyan for like a day before he had to cut his hair. But
No, let's correct that.
2 days?
No, it was a long time. I actually had.
It was a long time?
I had a blonde afro,
Yeah.
and it probably was at least a couple months before I had to cut my hair.
It was fat.
Yes, definitely was in love with Dragon Ball Z. Love Dragon Ball Z.
But what did you love about it?
The fighting, the power.
Yeah. Dog, when I tell y'all we would literally sit there and power up, and Green's so trash. Let me tell you. So he'd be like, and then he would make up a technique or something to where somehow he charged faster than me. I'm like, nah, bro, that ain't how it works.
Listen, I was just stronger.
Listen,
Goku was stronger than everybody ultimately. And I mean, it's
Joku was the strongest.
I
was.
I don't remember that. I was the first person to go God Super Saiyan. I went
No.
God Super Saiyan before Goku even went God Super Saiyan. So I don't know about Joku being the strongest.
We're gonna tell y'all what the black Super Saiyan hair levels were, which I came up with. I'm the originator.
Some of them. There's some of them. I don't know about all of them.
The originator.
Some of them.
Level 1 is just a fresh, low haircut fade, right? And I think that's what we agreed on.
Yeah.
Level, and this is back in the 2000s, so I understand that all y'all knew who like will probably do a reverse and say like twist or something is level 1. That's not the time period we was in. So level 1 was low cut hair. Level 2 is the freshest of waves, like the coldest waves. Like you gotta have the cold waves. Seasick, like throwing up. You can't even look at them dead on without getting dizzy or needing I can't think of the little thing you take to not be seasick, but that you got to take that. And level 3 was obviously, or Super Saiyan 3 was afro. You could do dreads. It's the longer hairstyles were Super Saiyan 3. Or no, Super Saiyan 4 was dreads, I think, because 3 was afro. Was dreads or any sort of braided hairstyle. And I had a whole page where I was typing out fan fiction, which is what I guess we would call it now. I didn't know. I was just writing Black Dragon Ball Z stories thinking they was going to catch on. I was going to get on at some point. But yeah, I was Joku. I don't know what I called you. because everybody had characters.
Wait, hold on. You didn't call me anything. I had my own name. I don't remember it right now, but I definitely had my own name. It wasn't. Oh, you didn't just hand out names.
No, I wasn't saying I handed out the names.
Okay. It was just. Like, I don't know what I called you. I don't know what I deemed you to be. Like, nah, that's not how.
I mean, you wasn't Joku. That's all I know.
Joku. No, I was not Joku. I don't know if I was. I honestly can't remember my name. It's crazy.
We had a good one.
It was.
It was like Phil Jeter or something.
I can't remember what it was, but
because you were 100. Like your aura is Vegeta. You literally were like the Prince of the Saiyans. What?
But I still had. Yeah, it's crazy because my aura was Vegeta, but in my head I was Goku.
Like I don't even know how. You know what's funny? And that's Vegeta because in your head you're better than Goku, and yet somehow
it was crazy.
He's still at the top.
Like the time we be outside powering up and shit, like during the storm.
Dog. That was one of the funnest times we had.
Yeah.
We was going crazy. We was like, oh snaps, we really going Super Saiyan. Yes. Like, bro, we really thought we was like, okay, we gotta just imagination gotta be for real. You gotta believe. You gotta calm. You gotta stop expecting that it might happen and know that it will, kind of stuff. And so we be sitting there, okay, closing your eyes. It's raining outside. We getting soaked. Just
it's lightning. It's ice storm. We still out there.
Don't even matter. Just,
I mean, but it was just something. It was something different. I mean, you know, you had the Power Rangers, but that was still so kind of, you know, kiddie.
Yeah.
For at the time anyway, it's like it was too Disney like in Dragon Ball Z or in Dragon Ball. It gave you just a little more without being too gory and you know.
Well, our cuts were until like you remember when Toonami we were this all happened in middle school. They was like Toonami uncut, and the only difference between the episodes in the morning and the evening is now blood.
Mm-hmm.
Like Goku would bleed in the fight with Frieza versus nothing at all.
Exactly.
But it was just what I think is honestly a lot of this stuff, bruh, is just connected to us. It just felt more relatable. Like I think we were Blurs before Blurs, and Blurs is black nerd. Cause we come from a neighborhood that's not the best for well, it's best for me, but some people would come and say this not whatever, but like we were into that kind of stuff. And it kind of like I liked our friendship because it didn't matter what people thought about the fact that I liked this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had all kinds of like I said, we had literal fan fiction.
I dyed my hair blonde. I had a blonde afro. I was the only kid in school who dyed his hair in middle school.
Now, if he had a
well, besides the goth kids, but that was regular
that
for
don't
them.
count.
I was just a regular black dude at school. Like they didn't do that in those days. Like for real.
Dang, and we can say that now those days.
Yeah, they didn't do that. They wasn't. Nah. But I mean, at the same time, man, it was just like it took over. I remember the first time I seen Dragon Ball, I was probably like what 8 or 9, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I was at my auntie house up for the weekend, and it just so happened I woke up and I seen them. Like, damn, what the heck is this? Like, oh, this straight. And then I noticed it started coming on every Sunday, and I would watch it. And you know, it was when Goku was on Snake. What was it? Snake Way, I think it's
Snake
called.
Way. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, it was him trying to get to his destination. He talking to King Kai, and, you know, and it was just cool. And then you had Z come out, and I didn't even know it was even a different series. To be honest, I thought it was all just the same.
Technically, it's not.
Yeah,
I mean, technically, they're not different. The only one that's like different and separated is GT.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell Dalen.
Like, it ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It ain't hitting on nothing. It ain't living in nothing. But it's only 2 things we even like from GT, because other than that, they just didn't do things very well. Because they were trying to bring back the feeling of Dragon Ball. And that was just, Anyway,
they got too far out for that, and at that point,
bro, I'm telling you, like all the stuff they did in Super was just like, yep, that in GT don't exist. That in GT don't exist. You don't care about this no more. Like they finally, after years, like even Super Saiyan God mode is basically giving us the Super Saiyan 5 pictures that we had seen in 2001.
Yeah,
like they had these fake AF was the Dragon Ball that they said was coming next or had already came out. And back then, like fact checking on the internet was impossible.
Yeah.
Like because you would just pull up, the only information would be that. And so they had the AF, which was like Goku in like these tribal looking clothes, which again, very, very, very blackish. Not Mr. Popo blackfaces, but you know. Anyway. And he had silver hair and stuff. And so like they did that. They brought Pan into the picture. Like Pan does exist, Bra does exist, you know. They did time travel again with Trunks and basically made like they just kind of corrected some things. And I think what they're doing now is a little, but it was just exciting. Like, cause we started watching, by the time we would have met, this would have been when they're about to start the Majin or the Buu saga. Cause by 6th or 7th grade, they just started doing it.
Yeah, well, at that it was before the Majin Buu saga. It was actually the Android saga. It was right after.
Yes,
it was right after Goku had.
Yes, because we had.
Yeah, it was the Android saga. It was like right when they came. Goku had came. He had came back to Earth because remember Frieza came to Earth
before him, and then Trunks came
and killed him. And then that's when Goku came and but he got sick. And that's when we kind of first started talking about it to each other because I think I was trying to get home quick one day because we was riding with Tremel, we was riding with Crucial, and this was before we was riding with him, and I think you was like, well, shit, you was riding with him, and you was like, well, you can ask him if they'll give you a ride home because we all stayed around literally right around the corner from each other,
literally,
and I was scared. And I was like, oh no, but I wanted to watch Dragon Ball Z because by me walking home, I would always catch the end of it.
Always gonna miss. Like it wouldn't matter. Like we would have to. Like you would literally have to get out of school and speed walk, and it's about a mile and a half.
It was probably about a good mile. I wouldn't say a half because maybe
probably about because it was 9. It's either 9 or 10 blocks, maybe 12.
Well, it was like 12 for me because I stayed over a little further. So 12 city blocks is considered a mile or roughly a mile. So it was about a mile. And man, you was trying to get home out of as soon as that
you
bell
had 15
rang.
minutes. Like you had to do pretty much you had to do like a 5-minute mile because you had to cool down in 5 minutes, get the TV on, get your food. Like, oh man,
that's why we just started riding with Tremel because riding in his granddad truck, man. But that's when we started. We met and we started really getting to know each other, and it's crazy that it was Dragon Ball Z was one of the things that actually brought us together as friends. Just watching it and talking about it and coming up with different concepts for characters that we would have and things like that.
We had a whole universe built out. We had villains and all kinds of techniques and everything. Because this is why I do this podcast. Is because I really want to show people just that anime is deeper than what they give it credit for. Yeah. Because like you were saying, you didn't even think it was an anime, but you got to think about the cartoons that we would normally watch didn't even have half of the depth that Dragon Ball Z had. Now, Dragon Ball Z was kind of kiddie in the sense that didn't nobody really die. Yeah,
that's true. Or they died, but somehow you were still able to connect or talk to them.
Yeah, from heaven and all this other stuff. Yeah. Or I don't know, whatever. Well, technically, I guess it was heaven and hell because they did call it, but they didn't call it that in Funimation. They called it whatever they called it.
The underworld. It was something.
It was something like it was just blatant, like a Photoshop that was immaculate because I would not have known until like later watching stuff. The other thing that was cool about us watching anime and stuff back then, the movies. because all of the movies, like I had no realization of what canon and non-canon was.
Yeah, I
because
had not even known nothing about it at all.
Because none of the movies, I believe, none of the movies are canon. Like Broly didn't exist until Super, or the movie Super, like the movie or whatever, like at all. And the whole time I'm like, dog, he the strongest Saiyan, and he's never been mentioned. Well, never was mentioned outside of the movie or the 2 movies that he was in. Yeah. And it was just a cool time because you just kind of got to enjoy a series. Like in our mind, Dragon Ball Z, like the new episodes was for everybody.
Yeah.
Not this series had basically been over probably like for 10 years or 5 or 10 years before we ever got to watch it.
And what's crazy is you wouldn't, like you say, you wouldn't have never even known that. Like it just came out. That's what, you know what I'm saying? So it was just a phenomenon that it might not be, repeated, or it's gonna be in the whole generation. Before.
This been repeated.
Okay.
Only in like the fact that Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach benefited off of what Dragon Ball Z started for us, because they were the big 3. Now, the big 3 now is probably My Hero Academia, Black Clover. Yeah, I can't think of enough. I mean, I should be able to think of enough on the top of my head.
You putting me on stuff. My son Dalen, he is a big Naruto fan.
Yeah, Naruto's the best. Is he watching Boruto? Well, if he is, tell him to stop it. It's terrible.
Okay.
It's basically a GC, because what happened is the guy who makes Naruto or made Naruto, he ended the series. And they were wanting to do a continuation series, but they told one of the people that was drawing with him that, okay, it's not a sequel. You get to kind of do what you want, blah blah blah. And then as soon as it started, they're like, it's a sequel, and you got to do it.
I changed it up on them.
And it's terrible because what they're trying to do is like basically, you've never watched, so I can't even give you the things that you would understand. It's something to watch with them. I do think you would enjoy it. Okay. It gets straight to the business. Way quicker than Dragon Ball Z ever did. In the first 12 episodes, you'll be like, okay, I see how y'all coming. And then they just get into how this is real. And it's ninjas and stuff, and the power-ups and everything are cool. The way they explain stuff, the fights make sense. It's not like, here's my biggest thing about Dragon Ball Z that I realized: Goku is an asshole. Here's why.
Okay.
What's your favorite fight in the series?
I don't think I have one.
Mine is Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Goku versus Majin Vegeta. That is the most amazing looking fight ever.
Okay.
But the only reason we get that fight is because Goku is an asshole. The entire time, he could have gone Super Saiyan 3.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember that now.
Like, it just does it later. Like, you were literally holding back just to hold back,
just to do it.
Because even if the form, because they don't really use it because it drains a lot of energy real quickly or whatever, but you still could have clearly finished him up going Super Saiyan 3 real quick. But it's still my favorite fight in the series, but it's just tainted because he a dick.
He Goku. He's one of the greatest fighters in all of the universes.
Yeah. He is also one of the worst fathers in America.
I would say all of the universes.
Good point, because Piccolo is dad of the year.
Yeah. Goku, he was just, that was his life's goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think even though you would look at him like, damn, he suck as a dad, you kind of accept it just because of,
like, as long as you don't come, like, he'll still protect him when he needs to. Now, is he gonna enjoy the fact that he's fighting? Yes. But he's still trying to do it for his family or whatever. So, oh man, but it was such a good time. Like, and you said, like, I didn't even realize like how integral that was in building our friendship to where it's at. Cause people could ask me random stuff about Dragon Ball Z now. Like, I was watching this thing, shout out to the Arcade Tokens on YouTube. And they were asking tough, and I put in quotation marks,
Tough
questions about Dragon Ball Z, and I'm like, dog, I studied this like it was school.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't tell me about a Bardock or anybody without me knowing everything about it. Like I could walk you through, okay, this happened in this happened in this part, like Zarbon, Ginyu, Birder, Jace, Raccoon.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't remember all of these people the way you do.
I'm not gonna lie. I remember them, but it would take me a little second to kind of recollect on it to remember everything. But yeah, like I mean, man, but it was an everyday thing. Like I have to get home and watch this episode of Dragon Ball Z,
even if it's the same episode. And when you said like where we were, like getting to the Android saga when we started junior high, I'm laughing because I remember how many times. Like, let me explain to y'all. We watched Dragon Ball Z like how y'all watch Friends in syndication.
Yeah.
Cause we watched the first saga, the Saiyan saga and the Frieza saga a million times. They played the Frieza saga and we got up to the fight where Namek blew up so many times.
Yeah.
So when the Android saga, like, and I completely skipped over basically Android Cell saga into the Boo saga, like I forgot. Because I was just so hyped when they finally started saying new episodes.
Yep.
I was like, wait, new episodes?
Trying to get to the house.
But we had already knew all that information. That's the other crazy part. Before it ever came out.
Y'all know I didn't really have access like that. I didn't have a computer. I got all my information secondhand from y'all. But yes, y'all did know. Y'all had a wealth of knowledge about Dragon Ball Z. All I knew was what I seen on television. But when it came to just, you know, the knowledge that somebody you wouldn't think that they had, or like, dang, wait a minute, how you know about that? Is I did some research. Like you guys was on it, man, and it was.
How did you feel? How did you feel about watching Super?
In the beginning, I was very excited. Mm-hmm. And I mean, you know, it caught my attention, and I was really kind of binge watching it.
This is a fact.
Because you had given me a place where I could go and check it out, you know, and I don't know, it's a thing that we all know, but it kind of just for a second kind of got repetitive. It's just like, okay, well, it's another being that's.
No, go ahead. I'm just trying to keep my point in my head.
It's another being that's, you know, just stronger than the last one, and that's forcing these guys to get stronger and ultimately defeat them, you know. But I mean, for the most part, it was cool to see just new episodes, though. It was very cool to see that and not have to, you know, go back and watch it, old episodes. You see the story continue
and be watching it in real time.
Yeah,
like I'm watching it when they're watching it. Blew my mind. And the other thing that I think also probably plays into your enjoyment of it, it's a lot quicker.
That's true too.
So it's going to, like, as you're introducing these characters or the fights are going on, like the only thing I think that lasted a little bit longer was that last fight with Jiren. Like, but everything else was kind of boom, 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 in and out.
As with Z, man, you
dog.
A fight scene might take 6 episodes.
And that's just the beginning of the fight.
Yeah.
They're not even getting into the fact where people are like, Goku ain't took his weights off yet, or Piccolo, you know, ain't achieved his full form, or Yamcha is fighting for 6 episodes before he dies, so somebody real can come in and fight. But it was crazy to me, and like growing up and having you, Crucial, Jarvis, shout out my guys, to talk, like, this was still unheard of, to have a full group of friends that was in the animated way we were. Yeah. Like, and kids just doing it now. Like, I'd be jealous. I said this before. I'm jealous in the fact that it's more accepted. Yeah, I'm just glad we had enough people to where it didn't matter.
My son and his friends, they watch a lot of anime and talk about it and stuff like that. And like you said, they weren't watching that.
Bro, we had one friend, shout out my dude Donovan, who like had a Dragon Ball Z like, if you was out in a Dragon Ball Z shirt, you was considered a weirdo.
Yeah.
And we wasn't going. Like, I do all, and I know I'm sitting across somebody who bleached their hair, but it wasn't that long. And Well, everybody remembered it. I was gonna give you like an out on, and nobody really. Nah, they remembered that. They be like out of nowhere, somebody would come in and be like, "Hey, bro, you remember this? How you bleach your hair?" Bro,
that's the dude that had the blood fro. You Cisco? Nah.
Oh man, I forgot about that because Thong Song came out that year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dang, we had an action packed sixth grade.
Yep.
Like,
sixth grade.
Sixth grade.
That's crazy.
On another podcast, maybe I'll tell y'all a story or two about things that have happened in my life. Not on this one though. We'll stick to the Dragon Ball Z. But like, we just having that was amazing for me to, especially like to be able to do this now. And I'm like trying to connect more people like us and people who would think that anime isn't for them, because most people don't think Dragon Ball Z is anime. Mm-hmm. And it is, or at least most people of a certain age.
Yeah. Or if they do consider an anime, it's still kind of like a lower level, not, like a beginner entry level type of anime as opposed to a more hardcore show.
Yeah, and it's one of the GOATs. I mean, it's the reason why.
It's definitely, I was going to say it's definitely my favorite, but I don't know. I really like Inuyasha. I really like Inuyasha.
I loved Inuyasha, but my only problem with Inuyasha is it didn't really like. I mean, the manga ended, I think, 4 or 5 years ago.
Didn't they put the stone back together or something like that in the end?
Nah, not really. And they didn't kill old boy Naruto. Not Naruto. What is his name? So that wasn't
the manga? Because I could have sworn they did.
I have to check. I don't know because I stopped watching.
She came back. Damn, what was her name? I can't remember.
Orihime? Not Orihime. That's Bleach. Jeez.
What? It's some shit.
I hear Brittany and Konami just yelling right now because that was their bag.
But no, she they defeated the guy in the end.
There was some more.
I don't know. You said it wasn't a manga.
No, there was a manga.
No, I'm saying you said.
I think it ended like 5 or 6 years ago. I have to look that up, but it's I don't know. Favorite? Ooh, do you have other favorites? Because you watched a lot of Toonami. So that would have been Inuyasha, Gundam Wing, Tenchi Muyo, Rurouni Kenshin, Eureka 7. By the time Naruto came on, you weren't really watching.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I was kind of a Gundam Wing guy, but it was so much going on. I mean, to be honest, I was a Dragon Ball series guy, and I watched Inuyasha. Those are really the animes that I kind of got into.
Did you do any Digimon or Pokemon? Fan. Did you do Digimon?
I was a Digimon fan. I love Digimon.
Because Digimon, like, again, that's another anime.
Okay. Well, see, yeah, I'm learning something. But yeah, I loved Digimon.
Like, Digimon was it. Like, as much as I love Pokemon, Digimon was the realest for me.
I just couldn't get
into
Pokemon. It was okay.
It's my favorite.
It was okay, but Digimon, it was really on another level to me.
Yeah, and they grew up.
Yeah.
The movies were canon and things that happened. And there's one now, like there's another one you got to watch. Really, I just got to go back through and watch a whole bunch of these series that I watched when I was younger to kind of appreciate a lot of the things that were in them. Because except for Dragon Ball Z, because I think I watched that enough in my sleep to still know everything about it and remember a lot of the stuff. But yeah, man, like this is great to me. To be in this space where like we have access to the stuff we like.
Kagome. What's her name?
Kagome. I hear it now. Yeah. And what was the bad guy's name? Because I think I said it wrong.
His name
I'm almost positive I said it wrong. It wasn't Naruto because I just made up some name. It starts with an N though. That much I remember.
Naraku?
No, so I was right. Naraku. I was close.
I was about to say you weren't right, but yeah, you were close.
I wasn't right, but I was close. Semantics. Yeah. This is my brother who we have the most arguments on semantics ever.
You gotta be right though. You if you gonna say something, you
like
gotta
we be the people that
information.
somebody will be like Super Saiyan, and we'd be like, you mean Super Saiyajin? Saying the same thing. It's just it's saying in Americanized stuff. It's saying, but dog, like it was and Cell. What's your favorite saga in Dragon Ball Z?
I would have to say it's between the first Frieza or the Frieza saga and I guess I don't know because they kind of went on a run, man. Like it was like you had Frieza, then you had the Cell saga with the androids.
Yeah.
Then you had the Majin Buu.
Yeah.
I think I always have to be between Frieza and the androids and Cell.
Yeah. Mine is gonna be Cell.
Okay.
Because Super Saiyan 2 Goku is my favorite person of all time.
Yeah.
And literally something that Akira Toriyama was going to make him the new hero of the series.
Yeah.
But people wasn't rocking with it. And so he didn't just, like, because Gohan saved the day.
Yeah.
That was his whole thing. And they just kind of pulled back from that. But, like, that was my favorite because when he went Super Saiyan 2, bruh, he, like, Cell didn't stand no chance.
Yeah.
And we had gone through the whole, him being so passive. Like, I kind of related a little bit more with Gohan. Like, man, I don't really want to fight. And you know that, well, better than anybody. I did not like fighting whatsoever. Like, but when I had to do whatever I had to do, I could do it.
Yeah.
And I didn't like to do it because I'm just like Gohan when he get mad. Like, oh, no. It's like, I don't know. I might kill you. So,
Yeah.
things.
But yeah, now I definitely was like into the Cell series. I really just like Dragon Ball or the Cell Saga. Dragon Ball, just man, is really just something amazing. Like just like I say, the action, the storylines, the actual growth, the
even the filler episodes are fun.
yeah.
Like Goku and Piccolo getting the license.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
But it's still a good episode. Or, Gohan going to school or trying to like make Videl not think he's Saiyan Man or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it was fun. Yeah. But I appreciate you for doing this episode with me. I got you out to do this episode with me. Hopefully it's not your last time. And hopefully I can get you to
watch some. I'm gonna try to watch Naruto. Sit down and check it out, man, and come back and discuss.
I'm telling you, watch at least the first 12 episodes and tell me what you think.
Okay, you can do that.
If you can get through the first 12, like I'm telling you, it picks up, it sets the tone, introduces everything that's gonna be integral. Like the first 5 seasons of Naruto are amazing.
Okay.
The last 4 of Naruto before they go into Shippuden, yeah.
Okay.
Like still good, but not as good as their first 5. They hot.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out.
But I'll get you back on and we'll do a Teach Me Senpai on that, which I ain't really got to teach you nothing because if you watch, you kind of understand, but you just gotta, whatever. But that's a situation that we'll handle next time. So anyway, check us out on Instagram at Gray Area Anime. Check us out on Twitter at Gray Area Anime 1. Email us at Gray Area Anime. We also have a Facebook, Gray Area Anime. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell us if you have any thoughts, if you have any suggestions on episodes that you want to see us do or animes that you would like for us to watch. Do all that there. And as always, as I knock all kinds of things over, I'll see you guys next week. A 1 and a 2 and a peace.